Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line.
Baby, let's go! Let's go! Set, 180! Mike 52 right here. 52. Record!
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A run for Nick Chubb, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
It's a short kick, taking it to 15.
We got this.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right,
into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. On second down now. It's Carson. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. They'll run on first down. Carson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
14.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Landry the intended target. So that is 3 interceptions now in this 1st half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He may try and run for this. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson steps away to his left. That is incomplete.
Wilson on the keeper.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 3rd down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Carson. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5 now. Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Carson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
One of the surprises of the 1st round, the Seattle Seahawks selecting running back Rashad Penny out of San Diego State. Highly regarded, but most people thought he would go in the 2nd round.
But he did have an incredible senior year at San Diego State. Over 2,200 yards, 23 touchdowns.
He resembles Marshawn Lynch in build, but has the ability to take it the distance as well. Had 7 kick returns during his career at San Diego State for touchdowns.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away and off it. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Brad McDougal. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown...
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
He's got a first down and more past the 30. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. A big play that time out of Chubb. Give him 42 yards on the ground. Mayfield on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the... And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that 13. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now Wilson on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 2nd down, it's Carson. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Flush to his right. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, 0-0-0.
From the shotgun, Wilson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama, Mack Wilson.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the
hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Slam, slam, slam. Wahoo. Gun, gun, gun. 53, Mike. Go, go, go.
Here's Wilson throwing again. Flushed out right, and this is going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
What you got, Heavy? Give me something. Give me something. What we got? Run left. 53. Check 53.
Now Wilson on 3rd down. He's going to air it. This is caught inside the 15. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Go.
2nd down and goal. Wilson. This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks.
53's the Mike. 56. Check 53.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. It's caught by OBJ. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go until halftime. And now here is another interception. Trey Flowers picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in the game, the likes of... And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely 1 play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustment. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, 81 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And they're going to have very poor field position as he's out of bounds at his 7-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Browns.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
Mayfield now. On the move to his left. And some room to roam now. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting him.
Zero.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Mayfield to throw it. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's third down. From the gun, Mayfield. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. And this is caught. He hits Landry. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, his second touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to have poor starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16-yard line.
From the 16, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Mayfield now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. First down, Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Mayfield this time gets it off to Chubb, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Chubb. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, defense, let's go.
1st and 10 at the 21.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Browns 14.
180. Mike's by 4. Bring it.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Carson, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wilson.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, ball may come your way.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Wilson. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. There's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Mayfield. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. From the red zone now, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Going to the air again with Mayfield. The quick slant caught. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. And again, it's Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns get a score closer. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got it. So they convert to 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On second down, here's Penny. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Gun. 51, come on. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Watch the boot. Check.
They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And that will get out of bounds, so that's definitely going to put a major crimp in any comeback plans they may have had.
180. Check. Watch 54. Regular. You got that?
Mayfield on first down. It's caught by OBJ. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Mayfield to throw it, and he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the ground, it's Chubb, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 12-yard touchdown run, and the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, and he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and they end up getting sacked.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. It's a foot race. The 40, past the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Rashad Penny, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop it.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a